Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What's up, family? Let me pull something up real quick before I get started. Hello to everybody. Give me 1 second. What's up, Instagram? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, 1 second. I need to send something to myself.
Step out of the car, walk out, walk out, walk out towards me. Come.
Make sure I send this to me, and then we're gonna get started. I don't even know what to say. I mean, I know what to say, but I don't know what to say. I'm just at a loss for words, literally. And mainly because I come by here all the time and I advocate for human life. You know, if it was happening to anybody else, I would advocate for them. Like, there's no discrepancies in my advocation. But you guys do see that I come through here quite often and I advocate for the minority community. Because I have seen, I have read about, I have heard about, and still witnessing the atrocities that are happening in the minority community. And if you don't mind sharing this, that would be wonderful. That would be absolutely wonderful. Share this right here, like they share that garbage, like they share that twerking, like they share them celebrities who don't give a damn about nothing. Share this like y'all share that. Share this like you shared, with the politics and all of that stuff is doing. Share this like y'all share going down there and getting something in your body that other people's don't want. I really don't understand what it will take. And so I guess that's why I want to have a little conversation with y'all on tonight. Because I actually don't know. It's not just myself feeling the weight. It's a lot of leaders that have been fighting in the community for a cool minute to educate the people in the community and fight for legislation and laws and different things of that sort so that the community can be preserved. And there's a lot of weary leaders in the community. For one, it's like you trying to move dead weight when you talking to your people. The very ones that you fighting for, it's like you got to push some heavy dead weight, literally. You got to convince them. You got to babysit them. You got to re-educate them. You got to do all of this foolishness to get them to, first of all, awaken, to open their eyes, to pay attention. I mean, the bare minimum, just to pay attention and open their eyes. And then whenever you're trying to help them on any level, you have to be a scam and all this other stuff. It's just sometimes it's unbearable to fight for those who you have saw atrocities happening repeatedly to a certain group of people. And for the record, it doesn't matter what color your skin is. If there are atrocities being done for you, my advocacy don't have no discrimination. If it was being done to Latinos, I'm going to voice my truth about it. I'm going to open up my mouth about it. If it was being done to Orientals, I will open up my mouth. The problem is, it's not being done at an unprecedented rate to any other nation, but the minority, the black folks. I'm just going to say that. And there's two Americas. If you want to be technical, there's two worlds, because this don't just happen in America. But since I live in America, I'm going to address the issues here in America. We live in two different Americas. America, number one, where the color of your skin determines where you get to live, what kind of life you will live, whether you get certain privileges or not. Whether you have a right to live or not. That's one America. And then there's another America for people who have melanated skin. You don't get to decide where you live, how much money you can make. You don't get to decide any of that. You don't get to decide if you can go to a grocery store and come home. You don't get to decide that. And that's not just for Black American men. That's for Black American women. That is for Black American children. And the problem is, we the biggest problem is we are aiding and abetting the very ones that is planning our demise, and that's why the leaders are discouraged. It's our tax dollars that we work in the restaurants and in the plants and all of that stuff that is being actually used to fund the foolishness. While yet and still we don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. All we got is a chant. All we got is a march. That's it. All we got is a byword. And tonight, it really doesn't matter how anybody feels. The truth is the truth. And if you are going to be truthful, then we need to identify the truth, no matter which way it is posed, or no matter which way it's being related or translated. The truth is the truth. And if you are a person of truth, then you would be able to agree and not hate and think we're just whining. not just think that we're just complaining again. Because the way many of them view it is, you ought to be alive, lucky that you are alive, and just shut up, go get your benefits, your assistance. I don't know why I didn't bring me no tissue, because I need some, and I am going to shed some tears tonight. That's facts. I'm just asking the Most High, will I be able to contain myself? Because the pain is great. I mean, there's just no winning side here. The most aborted babies in America. I'm going to say in the world, because you can't even go to some countries and have abortions. But the most aborted babies in America are African American. 1.2 million lives. 1.2 million every year is slaughtered. And whether we just think abortion is abortion is murder. You take something that was living and you destroy it piece by piece. Whether that's poisoning them, whether that's vacuuming them out, it's murder. And 1.2 million of our babies are murdered every year. We only 15% in America. That ain't even a big number. We're only 15% of the population in America. And 1.2 million of that 15% is dying before ever getting to live. And then you got another maybe 15%, 20% that have been raised either in fatherless homes or either homes where there was some type of dysfunction. And they didn't decided to change their identity, if you catch my drift. There's more of our young men, African American men, that are trans. And then the others, 15 to 20%, that is in prison. And the other 30 to 40% is being gunned down at an accelerated rate. So now you got abortion, you got castration, you got penitentiary, hard labor, isolation, and you got flat out murder, destruction. And all them people out there doing today for another unarmed man, or shall I say, because they say it's alleged that he was armed. It's alleged that he shot a shot. So I'm going to go by what they say. Alleged. A man that was fleeing. Not coming after him, but fleeing. An armed man that was fleeing, allegedly. According to body cam footage, he was running. He was encircled by numerous police officers, and he was fleeing. and was shot at 90 times, with 60 of those bullets striking him. 60. I'll say that again slowly. He was shot at 99 times. And 66 of those 90 bullets went into that man's body. 60. They shot him from his face all the way down to his kneecaps. You talking about holes everywhere. He was unrecognizable. Imagine being hit 60 times and you're fleeing. Should he have stopped? Yes. I believe in the truth all across the board. But sometimes, even when you stop and do the right thing, ask Philandro Castro. When you tell them, yes, I have a license to carry, and you end up dead anyway. Or how about when you're laying in your home sleep and you get shot, woken up out your sleep by the police that's supposed to protect and serve? How about letting people in the neighborhood who claim to be neighborhood watch, ask Tamir Rice, whatever that guy name was who murdered him and got off? What about the jogger in Atlanta with the father and the son, Ahmaud Arbery, jogging in the neighborhood, avoiding trouble, shot to death? There's two Americas. How about Ghislaine Maxwell, a pedophile who aided and abetted a greater pedophile, a whole pedophile ring, matter of fact, a whole pedophile island, and set up men, prominent men and women, to do very disgusting things to young girls, and she receives a 20-year prison sentence. And then you got R. Kelly, who didn't have no island and did not invite prominent A-list people to come and mess with little girls. Receives 30 years. And he ain't done being sentenced, because he still got charges pending. Yeah. Two Americas. Or how about the 13-year-old boy who stole a car and truthfully committed a crime, nevertheless jumped out of the car and ran away and was shot, I believe, 10 times, fleeing? And a lot of people would say, well, you know what? They shouldn't break the law. I agree, they should not. But does breaking the law for a white man warrants a white man death? That's over with. You broke the law, you die. Because breaking the law for a black man who's subjected to a certain atmosphere, environment, community, neighborhood, circumstances, and situations will be more highly to go commit a crime to provide for his family than a white man who has the total opposite. Two Americas. And I just want to know when we're going to stop marching and when we're going to stop participating in the depopulation of our own kind. Because, it angers us when we see white people kill black people. But when black people kill black people, it's okay. Well, that was a death by another black man. And they would go out there and march and make themselves look completely stupid. Because they don't have no power to change nothing. All we know y'all gonna do is march and burn down stuff. And we don't mind paying the National Guard to come in and check you and shoot you and arrest you. Wonder why when you go to the shooting range, it's a black silhouette that you playing shooting practice with. Why couldn't be green? Why couldn't be red? Why black? And it's our tax dollars that pay. We're mad. We're mad. We're marching mad. But you ain't doing nothing. Bet you won't go quit that job where they taking out a lot of your tax. 51% of your money goes to taxes. I bet you won't go quit that job so that they can stop getting taxpayers' money and stop doing. I bet you won't go do that. See what I'm saying? There's two Americas, and one does not care about a particular party. They never have. That's why they don't mind using them as guinea pigs. That's why they don't mind using them as workers. That's why they don't mind using them as the face of poverty all over the world. That's why they don't mind that. That's why they don't mind giving you food stamps and Social Security and AFDC, just as long as you don't ever get on our level. We don't care. I mean, you guys do earn us hefty wages and you do take care of our family. So I guess we could shoot you out 15, 20 bucks an hour. Just as long as your family never has more than ours. That will be sufficient. We don't care so much about you. We didn't even include you in our Constitution when we first wrote the Constitution. We don't care if all of you guys just go off a cliff. We'll actually put buildings in your areas to kill off your children. We'll also put other nations in your communities to profit off of your dollars that we give you as handouts. We're just going to get our money back. We know that you don't think that we're giving you anything. We're just giving you something to give you the illusion that we're giving you something that you're going to use to pay us back. So it's a win-win situation for us. And we say that our lives matter to us when. I'm back now. Got start this over later. And how do I contact you on another level? Never participated in any of it. You forever deep. Also, I've noticed. Enlighten me on what you're saying, because I don't understand. I mean, we say that our lives matter. Just share what's in my phone. I appreciate you, beloved. I'm just saying right now, like, we sitting back looking at the sword that's intended for us. We ain't good for nothing else. I just want to talk with my family tonight. Do you believe that you're good enough to live? Do you believe that you are good enough to live? Do you believe that you are good enough to not only live, but live abundantly? Do you believe that you deserve and your family deserves the very best life that you can give them? Do you believe that your family needs you with them more than massa in corporate America? Got you, brother. Yes, yes. What are they so afraid of? I just want to run through a couple of videos, okay, so that you can see the difference in America that we live in. This is where we live in. But we don't have the same we don't have the same opportunities. We don't have the same privileges. We don't have the same life. We don't have the same access, even educationally. We don't have the same. Okay. Just wanna let me make sure it's playing over here. It's not playing. Why is it not playing? Hold on 1 second.
Drop the knife. No. Put it on the ground. I'm gonna fuck you up. Put it on the ground. Put it on the.
Okay. Let me make sure y'all can see this on this one. There you go. All right. Let me turn this around over here.
Drop the knife. No. Put it on the ground. I'm gonna fuck you up. Put it on the ground. Put it on the ground. My face. Get your fucking face on.
He's threatening people. I need another unit now.
Count the minutes before he's shot.
Put the knife down.
Shut your fucking mouth.
No,
bitch.
put the knife down.
Shut up.
Put the knife down.
Shut
Put
up.
the knife down.
Shut up.
Put 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 the knife
Shut
down.
up. Shut up.
Put the knife down.
Fucking mouth.
Put the knife
Shut
down.
your fucking
Put
mouth.
it on the ground. Sit.
Really?
Sit on the ground.
No.
Yes.
No, shoot me.
Yes.
Shoot me. I'll
Put it on the ground.
I'll kill you, you stupid little bitch.
He's
I'll
following me around with a
fucking
knife.
slice your fucking
Another
throat.
unit. I need another
Oh,
unit.
jeez.
Hey, put it on the ground.
What?
Put it on the ground.
What on the
Put
ground?
it. The knife.
What on the ground?
Put the knife on the ground.
Fucking mouth.
Put the knife.
Fucking ass.
Put the knife on the ground.
Shut up.
Put the knife on the ground.
Shut up.
Put the knife on the ground.
Shut up.
Put the knife on the ground. 998. 998.
1 minute and 44 seconds. And this man chasing a police officer around her vehicle, telling her that I will kill you. Right? 1 minute and 44 seconds. And as you can see, this clip is 26 minutes long. Now, let me let y'all pay attention to something else.
Get on. Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground. Stay on the ground. Do not move. Stay on the ground.
Hey, now with your hands out in front of you now.
Treat them all casually. Roll over. Okay? Roll over. Roll over. Hold on 1 second. Let me stop that. So as you can see, one instance of a different America. Just hold on for a second. I'm gonna pull up this other one. Shut that one off.
Possible to put the gun up now.
Just give me 1 second to share the screen again. All right.
Just a second. Oh, there he is. Put the knife down. Put the knife down. Put it down. I've got one at gunpoint central. Put the knife down. Put it down. Hey, back up. He's not complying to command central. He's coming at us with a knife. Knife down. Knife down. Put the knife down, sir, please. Put the knife down. Put it down, man, please. We can help you, please. Put it down.
We don't want to kill you. You're valuable to us.
Put it down.
We don't want to kill you, please. We don't want to hurt you. You're valuable to us. 1 minute and 6 seconds. He's telling them, shoot me. No, please. You're too valuable. Please. Please, sir.
Put the knife down! Put it down!
1 minute, 37 seconds. Please. Begging him for 1 minute, 49 seconds.
Put it down! Hands behind your back! No! Get on the ground! No! Get on the ground, man! Stop!
And he still ain't dead, okay? So, that's another one. That's another one. How about this one? Let me pull this one up.
From Queens to Manhattan, new video tonight from an intense New York police confrontation in the East Village. A man seen threatening cops with a knife inside a deli in June, all while pulling a dog on a leash. The suspect then threatened the clerk before running after a cop outside and attacking her. During a scuffle, other cops arrived. The suspect shot twice as he lunged at officers with a knife. 55-year-old Payman Bahaduran survived and now facing charges. 4 officers were also hurt.
What about him? He's not dead. They shot him 2 times. You want to hear that again? They shot him 2 times.
Bahaduran survived and now facing charges. 4 officers with a knife. 55-year-old Payman Bahaduran survived and now facing charges. 4 officers were also hurt.
Shot him 2 times. And he survived. But they just put 60 bullets in a black man who was running from them. Tell me, do we live in 2 Americas or what? Let me show you. Let me keep going. We live in 2 different Americas. This person survived. He got 2 bullets.
Usually bras fit small-chested women.
The other guy in the parking lot got 1 bullet.
This.
Gapping. You guys, look at how.
Drop the knife now.
Just hold on a second. Just got a couple of quick videos for y'all to evaluate. Tell me if we live in 2 different. Do we live in the same nation?
Drop the knife now. Drop it now. Drop the knife. Drop the knife now. Drop it. Get back. Back up. Drop the knife now. Drop it. knife. Drop the knife. Drop it now. Put it down. Put the knife down. Put it down. Put the knife down.
We got 1 minute and
Put it
5
down
seconds
now.
of them begging her to put the knife down, but she's
Put
still
the
alive.
knife down. Put it down. Drop it. Drop the knife. Put it down. Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
1 minute and 30 seconds.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
He puts his real gun down
Drop
to
the
get a
knife
taser.
now. Drop the knife.
Puts down his lethal weapon and pulls out his taser. Guess what? She lived. She lived. Okay. Now, let's check out some other stuff. Hold on 1 second. Here we go.
Oh shit.
Let's go back. He's running away. Running. Every bit of 10. He's running away. Do we live in two Americas or what? Like, you got knife wielding women and men, you know, and they get one pot.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more,
But you
just
got
from this app.
black men
And I don't know if you can
fleeing,
see this, but it's called Auto.
That major outrage that
and they get 10 to 50 shots. I'm just trying to see if what's up.
this morning after a behavioral therapist was shot by an officer after he held his hands in the air, lying on the ground, his patient with autism sitting right nearby. ABC's Gio Benitez has more on this story. Good morning to you, Gio.
Amy, good morning to you. That new video taking social media by storm overnight. The unarmed black behavioral therapist shot by police on the streets of Miami. And police say it all started when they got a call about a man threatening suicide. Watch, just moments before the shooting, you can see 47-year-old Charles Kinsey, his hands raised in the air. The video released overnight by his lawyer. Kinsey in the yellow shirt works at an assisted living facility. And the man at his feet is a 23-year-old with autism who ran away.
Oops.
A from the group home. Listen as Kinsey talks to police. Kinsey even tries to calm the young man with autism. At some point, one of the officers shoots Kinsey, but he survives and speaks with Fox Station WSBN from his hospital bed, recounting what he told that officer.
And I'm telling him again, sir, there's no need for a firearm. I'm unarmed. He's an autistic guy. He had a toy truck in his hand. When he hit me, I'm like, I still got my hands in the air. I said, no, I just got shot. And I'm saying this, I'm like, sir, why did you shoot me? And his words to me, he said, I don't know.
Video of the actual shooting hasn't been released, but this is the moment right after. And this morning, Kinsey is expected to make a full recovery. The North Miami Police Department has placed the...
Why did he shoot that man who had his hands up? Why? He don't even know why he shot him. He doesn't even know why he shot the man. Let's keep going. I got a couple more. Because that brother that was just gunned down last night or the day before, he received 60 bullets out of 90. He ate 60 out of 90 bullets. Check this one out.
At the officer, please.
Yes, sir! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Now, slow motion. He got out of the car, asked for his license and registration. He goes in to get the car, the license and registration from the car, and this happens. Listen and watch closely.
At the officer, please.
Yes, sir! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
I just got my license. You can't get my license. I got my license right there. That's my license right there.
Put your hands behind your back. 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 Put your hands behind your back.
What did I do, sir?
Are you hit?
I think so. I can't feel my leg. I don't know what happened. I just found my leg.
Brakes on 86698 1052.
Why did you shoot me?
Well, you dove head first back into your car.
I'm sorry.
Then you jump back out until you get out of your car.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear 2 words. Ah,
Call sick.
my license is right here. I didn't hear it.
Unarmed, doing nothing, getting his license, pulled up to a store, gets out, cops is there. I mean, we can go on and on, as you can see over here. There's more in the chamber. This one just happened.
I'm just concerned about my child.
Maybe a week to a week and a half ago. It's the last one that I'm gonna show. I don't even know if I could show the young man last night because it was
He might not walk again.
A mother files a lawsuit after her
Running.
13-year-old son is shot by Chicago police.
Our attorneys question the
He's
use
running.
of force.
Tia Ewing is live tonight with the details and new video in the case. Tia.
Well, the 13-year-old boy's mother says that a bullet is still lodged in his back, and she's calling on all body camera video to be released. She's also filed a lawsuit aimed at the city of Chicago and the unnamed officer. This is video from last week showing police chasing an unarmed 13-year-old boy in the Austin neighborhood.
He ran up there, he cried all the time because he just wish he would have stayed in the house that day.
Sierra Corbett's son was out at 10:30 at night. Chicago police say officers were attempting to stop a stolen vehicle, wanted in connection with a carjacking and kidnapping in Oak Park. When officers approached the car, they say the 13-year-old boy apparently got out and ran. His mother says he complied, and now she's hired a legal team.
He complied with them, and all they had to do was grab him.
Corbett and her attorneys have filed a federal civil rights lawsuit.
Let's see if I can put that's the extended version. We're just gonna show this.
One simple but brilliant trick to cool your home in 90 seconds. Tired of hot and stuffy rooms during summer? This genius way to cool any room in 90 seconds for almost zero cost is taking...
Today, police in Akron, Ohio released heartbreaking video of the fatal shooting of an unarmed black man. Now, the shooting has sparked outrage in the community, and leaders are calling for calm while the investigation runs its course. Here's Elise Preston with more.
Officials in Akron, Ohio called for calm following the release of body camera footage showing the death of Jayland Walker. Police shot and killed the 25-year-old as he ran from them. The video shows the moments leading up to the tragedy. An officer at the wheel of a police cruiser tries to pull Walker over for an unspecified traffic violation. Walker does not stop, setting off a chase. Police say a shot was fired from his car shortly after the pursuit began. Minutes later, Walker pulled over, then ran into a parking lot. As they approached, 8 officers opened fire. More than 60 rounds struck Walker, who was declared dead at the scene.
Right there.
Akron Police Chief Milet confirmed that Walker was unarmed at the time of the shooting.
When you see it in real time, it's very hard to distinguish what Mr. Walker is doing. In the still photos, there's a picture that appears to all of us that Mr. Walker is going down to his waist area.
The incident has sparked daily protests in Akron. 8 members of the Akron police force have been placed on leave pending an investigation by state authorities.
They've got to be ready to explain why they did what they did. They need to be able to articulate what specific threats they were faced.
There wasn't any. There wasn't any.
We begin tonight in Akron, Ohio, where the city's noon police released the people protested in the street. Jerica, the 8 officers, those officers leading up to the deadly shooting of Jayland Walker.
The officers have not been able to provide a statement yet.
Deadly shooting of Jayland Walker. Last week, during the chase, investigators claim Walker fired from the window of his car, a claim his family disputes.
21 shots fired. That vehicle just had a shot come out of its door.
Video shows Walker exiting the car on foot wearing a ski mask. Authorities say officers tried to use tasers to stop him, but opened fire when he turned around to face them. Investigators say Walker was hit dozens of times.
The ME's report indicates over 60 wounds to Mr. Walker's body.
Walker never fired a shot during the foot chase, but officers say they found a gun and a...
Now, they say he got out of it. First of all, they say he shot at the police officer. That's what they say. They say he shot at the police officer and had time to dislodge his weapon. Anybody know about a weapon? You got to. It's a certain function. You got to release this clip, pull back the chamber, dislodge the bullet from the chamber. You meaning to tell me he had time to set this up perfectly in this position, running from the police? He had time to sit his bullet right here, the one that is supposed to shot out of the gun, put his wedding ring, and place the clip and the gun perfectly next to each other. And then you want us to believe that if he shot one time, he still had a magazine full of bullets. But no, he actually got out of his car and set the gun down like that, emptied out the clip, took the bullet out of the chamber, set his ring down, set it up like that, and then ran from y'all. Okay? We living in two different Americas. I wouldn't get on here and tell nobody to do what Blong is in the comment section saying, okay? Two different Americas. And they ain't never cared about us. And they never will. We're going to keep on seeing the same old actions and sentences handed down to these people that absolutely hate you by all means necessary, waiting on you. I have a video of a African American man being pulled over by the police and asking him for his license, and he asking the officer, "What did I do?" And the officer tells him, "This is why y'all get shot." And he's like, "What? Say that again?" "No, give me your license and your registration," but letting him know this is why y'all die, because y'all asking questions. Because you don't have a right to ask a question about why you are being apprehended or pulled over. You don't have that right. You're nothing. You're nobody. Let me see if I can find it real quick so I can show y'all. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Don't believe my word for it. I want you to see it yourself. Let me see which one is going to actually play the clipping.
What do you want? Want a job that I don't hate? Want to do something that matters? But I don't know what that thing is.
Also breaking tonight, an internal affairs investigation is underway right now after an incident involving a Miami-Dade police officer is caught on video. Take a listen.
Give me your driver's license, registration.
Listen closely.
If not, you will not be going to work today.
You will not be going to work today. First of all, he threatened me. If you do not give me your license and your registration, you will not be going to work. That is a threat. Period.
Also breaking tonight, an internal affairs investigation is underway right now after an incident involving a Miami-Dade police officer is caught on video. Take a listen.
Give me your driver's license, registration.
Listen closely.
If not, you will not be going to work today. Simple thing, man. This is how you guys get killed out here, man. Registration and insurance.
Say that again.
My God. Did she just threaten him?
Say what you just said. Registration.
Now, when asked to repeat what the officer said, the officer closes the driver's door. At this time, we don't know what led to the traffic stop, but the driver did post a video on TikTok with the title, #Being Black in America is a Crime. Miami-Dade police releasing a statement that says an internal affairs investigation is underway to review over 30 minutes of footage captured on the officer's body-worn camera and other evidence.
This is how y'all get killed, man. It's just simple. Give me your license and your registration, or you will not be making it to work today. We live in two Americas. I mean, people who flee and shoot at the police do get shot, though, usually. I'm gonna let you be a clown in the clown section because apparently you ain't did your homework. Okay? I don't know who you calling Shalonda. Let me just go ahead and block you because you're irrelevant at this point. You an internet clown. Before I block you, let me just school you real quick. You an internet clown that ain't got nothing else better to do but surf YouTube and look for people's videos to act like you a internet prankster. So I'm gonna do for you what needs to be done for clowns, and I'm gonna put you in the block user section. Okay, you can sit over there and sell block D and be a bozo over there with the rest of them that I put over there. And what makes you smile now will surely make you cry later. Peace out. Nevertheless, when are we going to do something other than when are we going to actually protect life? When is life going to be precious enough for us to actually do something? Because chanting and marching, it ain't did nothing. And as a mother who has lost her child, no, my son was not gunned down by the grace of God. Because y'all wouldn't be listening to me or seeing me tonight. And I just thank God for doing that for me. Still doesn't lessen the blunt of how bad it hurts to not have a child that you birthed into this earth because somebody else decided to take them out. I know what that whole entire family is getting ready to deal with. The millions of families that didn't deal with it before life. And we still ain't got up off of our butts so we can stand up on our feet. Why we can't police our own community? Because we ain't got nobody. That's why they got to come into our community and police it, because we ain't got nobody to police it. We barely got minority judges and lawyers and district attorneys. We don't have that. I'm in Texas. We don't have that. We don't have affordable homes for our people, like luxury affordable. We don't have that. Isn't it a trip that they put abortion clinics in our communities and fertility clinic in the other communities? So they want to give life in the other communities, but they want to take life in our communities. I'm just trying to figure out when will enough be enough? When will we stand up? When will we value us enough? When? To protect our lives. Because they don't matter to anybody else. And if they see us killing one another and our lives don't matter to each other, damn sure ain't gonna matter to them. Our lives gotta matter to us before they matter to anybody else. I just want you to think about the different America, how you can go in a restaurant and have the police called on you because of the color of your skin. How you can be jogging in the neighborhood and die because of the color of your skin. How you can be taking an elevator and be harassed about you not living in that property because of the color of your skin. How your kids could be out at 10:30 at night and get shot 10 times because of the color of his or her skin. Or your daughter could be at a pool party and some other people call the police because they feel like there's too many of y'all, and she get drugged by her hair across the grass because of the color of her skin. Your sons and your brothers and nephews could be running from the police. Not a threat whatsoever. Sleeping in a Wendy's driveway, drunk. Not a threat. Don't want to go to jail. And run away from the police and get shot. Dead. It's not just a them. It happened to them. It happened to us. And then you know how we live in two different Americas, because you got a whole white boy that can go into a grocery store and shoot defenseless elderly people, elders, not people who can fight him back, but elders that was there shopping, coming from church, or going to go prepare a meal for missionary work. Elders who served this country, sweat, blood, and tears, and just enjoying the rest of their life doing what they love to do, which was serving others. Defenseless, shot down like dogs. And the killer, he get walked out in handcuffs with his weapon in his hand. And you know how when they went in and killed those 8 people in Atlanta and gave the Asian hate crime bill, you know how many of our people have never received any type of amnesty or any type of retribution for the loss of our lives, loss of our generations and ancestors. Do you know how many? We still ain't got a black hate crime bill, and we won't have one. Because they don't care about giving us one. That they can give 400,000 to immigrants who were separated at the border from their family, but black people was actually brought on ships or whatever you want to call them. Okay, and you don't get anything. A white man just killed 3 cops and a canine dog, and he is sitting in jail right now with only a black eye. Shaking my head. That's what I'm saying. And we keep letting them rip us off. We keep actually paying for what they're doing. So we are just as much as blame as they are. Because we watching them do what they do with our tax-paying dollars. Whether you have a job or not, you still pay taxes, sales tax, property. You still pay taxes. They done created stuff in a laboratory. I said that wrong for a reason. Laboratory. I said that in my Canada accent. Laboratory. They done concocted stuff in a laboratory that will harm people with underlying health conditions. You mean it just basically put the people that live and eat fast food 25.9 and junk food 25.9, because that's all they got in their neighborhoods. Because that's all who was affected the greatest. And then we don't even know if really they was affected by what they said they was affected by. We never even got to see their bodies. And the insurance money, where'd that go? When is it going to matter to us? When are we going to actually use the value that's in our vote? So we can get what they've always had and build something for us. There's nothing wrong with building something for us that protect us, that defend us, that nurture us, that educate us, that financially stables us. There's nothing wrong with that. Every other nation do it. Chinese do it. They only hire their own within. Caucasians do it. Hispanics come together and do it. Arabs do it. Every other nation does it. Jews do it. Why we can't, brothers and sisters? And I don't ever come by here and I'm not using their stories to offer a solution to get out of this matrix. I don't have to do that. I've been doing it before these stories, and we'll continue to do it after until we have enough men and women on the ground in position to make powerful moves that will preserve our powerful lives. Our lives are so very valuable and powerful. For the simple fact that the very skin that we carry is on the stock market. Our children go missing the most. That's all I'm saying. When are we going to care? We waiting on everything else and everybody else to give us something, and they still haven't. So when are we going to give us something? When are we going to do something for us? It's an atrocity if we don't. If we just allow our kids to grow up in a system that don't like them, can't stand them, and will blow their head off 60 bullets. 8 officers. I mean, even after he was on the ground, he was already dead. Probably from the first 10 or 15. You've got to understand his body was smoking. And bullets is hot. He stood not even a chance. And even after he was dead, they still continue to fire. 60. You remember that. They shot 90 and 60 made it. That was more than overkill. They forgot where they was at. They had a flashback. They thought they was at the shooting range. What kind of threat could he possess that 8 officers would unload their clips? One even reloaded its clip and continued shooting. When are we going to start stuff in our neighborhoods where we will police our people and protect our people and offer economic solution and empowerment to our people and educate them? We would save a whole lot more lives if we got together and we created something to help the single mothers who would go and abort a child because she don't want another responsibility because she's already single. Like, what's up? Where we at? When we gonna really be about us and for us? Or should we all perish? Is that the end result, that we all perish? In China, it ain't no different. We see over there in where's the war at? Ukraine. It wasn't no different. Black people had to walk. You weren't even good enough to get on the trains. They were beating you. We see it happening on a global scale. They locked the blacks out in China during the WHO virus and said don't let them rent apartments, don't let them come into the restaurants because they were carriers of them. We need men and women on the front lines, not on the couches. And I just believe that if we all learn how to tap into the value in our vote and provide solutions for others, then we can pay ourselves what we're worth, and then we would be able to be more than able to be able to come together at least and build something for us. Begin to open up training centers and impact centers and rescue centers. We will be able to do that if we got more than enough hands. We don't need a million. We just need a tribe or a community. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. You want to help. We just need us putting something together, because what is the atrocity is the rich is getting richer, and the rich is the people that's in powerful positions that control and dominate. We don't even get the same kind of access to houses or the same kind of APR percentages. When are we going to start caring? Okay. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. I offer an invitation for me to help you get what it is that you need to get, so that we can come together and stop talking about it and be about it. Talking about it ain't going to change nothing. Marching ain't going to change nothing. It has not changed anything. We can spend our dollars to build up and equip and impact and empower those in our communities. When they see that our lives matter to us, maybe they'll get some sense and say, look, we can't do that no more, because they not playing. I have a program, the Purpose Driven Payday Program, where I teach you exactly how to take $1,000 and turn it into $1 million. Following some small framework. It's not even hard. It's not even complicated. Following small framework, putting it together, structuring it out, so that you're able to serve people internationally, not just, and pay yourself what you worth, so that we can come together and say, look, let's go buy up a whole entire community, a town. Let's go build a school. We get more people on board. We can build schools in different neighborhoods. Let's make sure that we have hospitals. Let's make sure that we have a grocery store. Let's make sure that we have a bank. Let's make sure that we actually care about us. We. It's not even that we don't care. We can't do nothing. We're not in the power to make positions where we say we're not showing up for work and we're not spending any money with y'all. We're gonna take our money. You ain't in no powerful position to do that. So I'm looking to see who would like to join me. I've showed you guys over and over again. It's possible. I'm just looking for those who want it to be possible in their lives, so we can do more and serve more and build more and rescue more and help more. That's it. If you are interested, I'm going to put my email here. A lot of people inbox me even after I do the meetings, and they be like, well, what does it all include? It includes me training you from start to finish, okay? How to pay yourself what you worth. $100,000 in one day is not a lot compared to what I have seen and am seeing. That's the minimum. If we can get you solving problems for others and making one $500,000 payday, and we got at least 100 people doing that, then you do the math. It's enough for you, and it's enough to build. It's enough to get out of complete debt, pay off all your debt. It's enough to go buy you a whole entire home from the ground up, no debt attached, property taxes. It changes your life. And that's what I'm here to do. Okay? Been doing it, gonna keep doing it. To this date, have helped over 250 people, men and women, scale their income without even having a legitimate foundational business. Some 100K already last year, some 60K, some 30K, some 20K, some 45K. And I'm just saying, this is something that I have never ever taught because I have done it in my life over and over and over again. And that's just what kind of follower I am. So that's what kind of leader I am. If I can do it, then I know it can be done. Okay. So now I'm ready to implement and show others how to do exactly what I do and more. Why? Because we need more people. This is not information that you hold on to and you just go do it by yourself like the Lone Ranger. But when you have a great assignment, it's my job to call forth the tribe. It's time to build. So I have that opportunity to help you take what you have on the inside of you and create wealth from within. You don't even got to figure it out. I'm going to help you figure it out. Tell you many different ways of how you can build this out. And show you exactly what to do from start to finish, how to build it out. Everything you need to know. So you don't even need to come in knowing anything. Just be coachable and teachable and willing to implement. That's it. Follow and you will find the hidden treasures and the wealth associated to your last name. It's that simple. It's something you can actually do within a few weeks. You don't even have to have all the foundation built. You can do it within a few weeks. You can do it within a month. It determines your ability to implement. You can do it in 7 days. What would $30,000 in the next 7 days do for your life? What would a 100K payday, $200,000 payday do for you for 2 to 3 days worth of work, 1 day worth of work? What would that do for us as a community? If I told you that if you paid me $1,000 and I'm going to give you $1 million, who would take it? Because that's what I'm telling you. You're going to pay me for my time that I can't ever get back from my family. To make sure while I'm serving you, the things that I need in my household is together, but I'm going to serve you. And I'm going to give you everything that I got from them, the millionaires that have used this over and over again. Everything. And then you're going to go do what they've been doing and what I've been doing. And not just one time, but over and over and over again. That's all I'm saying. Let me help you pull the value out of your vault and pay yourself what you were for your family, but for the community as well. Because that's how love works. It's longitude and latitude. It's up and down for us, and it's spread out for others. When you have resources in abundance, you don't even count coins and I don't have enough. You're eager to go ahead and do charitable work. Why? Because you continuously have it coming in abundance, so much so that you can't spend it all. So I'm coming by to see who's ready to make a change. I'm tired of watching those type of videos. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of seeing the discrepancies in a nation that we live in. But there's a difference between a white skin and a dark skin. I'm tired of seeing people out there chanting. I'm tired of seeing families crying, y'all. I'm tired of seeing Like you give them a life sentence, a life sentence for the rest of their life. They'll always remember. And then when they were taking that brutal, you never heal from that. You never heal from that. Taking that violently. How could you sleep at night knowing your baby that you birthed and you raised and you nurtured had 60 holes in them? 61 plus holes. We got to do better. It says a village raises or takes care of it. We need a whole entire, we pass a village. We need a tribe, a nation to rescue our kids, the future, to preserve the wisdom, the elders, and to sustain those in the middle. I have those programs, government contracts. Hell, let me help you start a business. To go out and get all of this money that is available to you as a woman, a minority, a small business. Let's do that. Let them give you millions of dollars generationally for you to set up. Can we get you to go do a service for us for a year and we'll pay you $200,000? I mean, let's do that. You ain't gonna never find no programs, any programs that I'm offering you for the 1K. That's what people fail to realize. Never will you find any program like this that's gonna help you pay yourself millions of dollars doing minimum work. Never. Same thing for transportation. You get 5 streams of income from transportation, starting a transportation company, your authority, which you can leverage, dispatching, which you can dispatch your own loads and loads for millions of others, making yourself anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 a week alone on dispatching, freight brokering, you becoming the middleman between the shipper and the carrier. Loads for $7,000 you can give away or get someone to take for $2,500. You just had a $4,500 payday for one. I'm talking about generational wealth. Will we equal the playing field? Since they're not gonna do it, we gotta do it. So we got transportation, we got government contract, we got the purpose-driven payday. Purpose-driven payday, you don't need no business license. You don't need none of that. You just need to come and learn so you can earn. You need a coach to tell you how to do it, how to get around the humps and the bumps, over the mountains and get right to the pot of gold. That's all you need a coach for. They got money for us. We just ain't in no position to go get it. And that's why we're suffering. And the last thing that I have available, and I've said it and I'm not going to keep saying it really over, because at the end of the day, I don't want nobody who don't want to be served a part of this. If I, who I am as a human, who I am spiritually, and who I am as a business owner, invite you with an invitation into my inner circle, you would be a fool, because you're going to go from saying, I know her, to I knew her. If I allow you to come in and work with me and assist me and clients that I am charging $25,000, $45,000 to work with, and you missed that opportunity, shame on you. You didn't want help. That's how I look at it. If I had to pick and choose which one I'm going to do with going with you. Why? Because if I go with you, all that other stuff that you're doing is attached to that. So it's a win-win situation. Instead of you buying all my programs, you can get in that one. I'm giving you billion-dollar information for you to go and learn so that you can scale and serve corporate clients that will pay you $10,000, $20,000 per client. It ain't gonna never get no better than that. It ain't gonna never get no better than that. And I only look for 12 because that is a government. I got so much information that I can't do it all by myself. So I invited 12 to come alongside of me to learn what is a funnel, graphic design. You can become a social media marketer, making millions of dollars, literally, especially with the information that I'm going to give you. You didn't have to go pay $50,000 for it, but I did. But I'm going to give it to you because you're a part of the 12. Make it make sense. I mean, $1 million course work and businesses. Why? So you can serve $1 million clients. I'm coming out. You can go give me your pillow. People just don't understand how I'm trying to share and set them up. So you assist me, you get to make money from within and without. I'm getting ready to walk some big stages. And like I said, you're going to go from saying, I knew her, I know her, to I knew her. I knew her. Yeah, I knew her. I had an opportunity to go with her and I did not. The reason why I couldn't get anything else above what I have is because I was scared to give what I have so that I can get more. That's all I'm here for, is to serve. So with that being said, you interested in any 4 of those programs, my email is going across the bottom of the screen. These opportunities will not be here for long. I already said it the other day. After this, if I could show you my funnel, I would, but I was told not to. Something that I have in my sleep. Instead of me sitting down here telling y'all why we should do something for us. If y'all don't want to build, I will go build with somebody else. Please believe that. If you don't want to learn, then guess what? I will go teach it to somebody else. Please believe that. If you don't want it, somebody do. So I'm not stuck between a hard rock and between a rock and a hard place. I'm not. I come here because I see what's happening. And I make it readily and available for people that are like-minded and purpose-driven. People that actually want to make changes, not only in their lives and their households and families, but in the lives of others. To be able to put people in positions to live better, to have more, to live a healthier, happier life, as we are commanded to do. So with that being said, I think I have 6 spots left at the Pioneers Team 12. I am going to coach you to go and coach other consultants and serve them. I am going to give you information that you ain't never ever seen before and probably never will, unless I gave it to you. I'm going to give you exactly what you need so that you can go and turn around and have a 10,000 per client day, a 100 per client day, 100,000 per client day, to serve corporations, to set up your social media handle so that you can serve corporations, to have your graphics looking on fleek. I mean, literally having people assisting you with your funnels and with your graphics. I mean, it's a no-brainer to me. And the only reason why I'm going on a little bit longer, so people don't get in my email and say, can you explain to me what it comes with? It comes with me giving you everything that you need, any course that I put you into, okay? And you don't got to leave the comfort of your own home. This can't be done virtually. And all you need is to be teachable, coachable, and applicable. I will apply what I learned. That's it. And then we can change some narratives. And we can save some of these folks from these young folks that look like us from dying and being slaughtered, whether in the abortion clinic or on the ground. So with that being said, y'all have a good night over here on Instagram. If you are interested, DM me. If you want to go, DM me. If you're not scared to go, if you're not scared to grow, you can always get money back. Trust me. People take advantage, we lose money. People use us. People steal money from us. We consume money, but we always give it back. Why? Because money is currency. You can always get that back, but what you cannot get back is a missed opportunity. I'm just trying to take some that want to go. Don't watch me when you can join me. In a moment, you will only be able to watch me. Because one thing about it is, if I give you an opportunity to get out of your situation and you didn't take it, don't think that I'll give you another. It's time to move on and move past that. So with that being said, I see you guys when I see y'all. And I pray that whoever is assigned to me will come along with me. That's my prayer on tonight. That our Abba Father would get people up off the sidelines and out of the stands and actually move it and make the movement. And lastly, I do have an affiliate program. If this ain't for you and you know somebody that it is for, you can get paid for that too. That'll help you with some gas and some rent right now. That'll help you with credit card debt that just went through the roof with the high interest rates. That'll help you with a lot of things. So you can get paid to refer people. It's called an affiliates program. Have that as well. So if any of that is intriguing or something that you want to take advantage of, DM me over here, okay? That being said, good night and God bless. All right, y'all. I will see you guys. Same thing that I said for them is what I say for y'all. In a couple of days, the doors close on those, and I only will be serving those who can pay me exactly what I'm charging. Okay? Not those that I know can't afford what I cost. This is a gift. And this is an answer to your prayers. And I asked the Father, how can I serve your people? And he gave me the answers. He gave me the hidden riches in secret places. And so now I'm coming out here to let you know that I have found it. And I want to show you and help you get out of pain. And I want to lead you by your hand into your financial promised land so that we can do the work that we were purposed to do. If I can serve you, email me. If I can't, pray for me as I pray for you. With that being said, good night and God bless.